Well, I think the meeting here in the World Bank with the GTI, Smithsonian Institute, and other colleagues that we have the meeting, I think there's we couldn't agree more on the regional training hubs that already started at the HKK in Thailand, and we trained 12 trainees from 12 TRCs that are working with us in last month for more than 10 days, and it worked very well. So we have agreed that the establishment should be in the long term, and the Smithsonian Institute and GTI and other donors will work together, especially with the NGOs, WCS and WFF, to institutionalize the training hubs, not only in Thailand but also in other regions as well. I think but Thailand will serve as an example and best practices that we have done in the last few years, and the capacity building, the program with the academics, universities, to come up with a certificate and curriculums in the university itself. And we're looking more on the long term, not on the short term or immediate terms. I think that will help with the Tiger Range country. But the most important thing is that this is not belong to us, but belong to all TRCs and the donors. I think self-belonging and ownership is very important for the program. So if we can start with that and their own interest, not our interest, I think that the program will go more sustainable ways instead of just a short-term project that we've been running in many projects. I want to see this is long-term. But as you know, the tiger conservation is not only tiger. We use tiger as an icon for the biodiversities, and I think the whole ecosystem, because without tigers, that's mean without forest. If they're without forest, there will be no tiger as well. So it's very important, and this is a fast action moving, and will help on mitigation and adaptation and climate change issues as well, because what we are doing is managing the landscape, managing the forest area in a more sustainable way. I think this is some quick action that we created, and I'm sure that there will be sustained program that we are doing. So I'd like to give this message to you, and I want to see you all give more attention and participation to the program.
All the participants will walk, follow each station, how to measure, and also how to know each other. They will play 12 countries.
Or centers of excellence that would contribute to that network or community of practice. And right now, as we speak over the last few weeks, and essentially in the next couple of weeks, we need to finalize the next round of the next year's kind of program with the Smithsonian and partners on this capacity building program, and seeing how the opportunity that your center is offering, and generally your colleagues in the department are offering to build that into the program.
The NTRP needs, but also the GTRP programming, but we do it in sort of two phases. And the first phase would be to invest in building institutional capacity within your ministry, and identifying some talented young people like we talked about yesterday, the stars or some good prospects, invest in their training so they can become, now we're talking about like the same model, training the trainers, but these would be the people who would help you in the first year or two ramping up your programs within Thailand, but by the end of the first year, maybe a subset of these people that are trained can start to work more regionally, so they could be outreaching. So you're getting both needs met. You're getting your own internal needs met, and Thailand is also then being recognized as an expert capacity building resource for the
protected areas. And in some cases there are just standalone computers. So the information is out there. The message that we need is fragmented, and many times it is report centric, meaning people run a weekly report or a quarterly report that gives you a point-in-time information. But what if I need a program, and how are they tracking, how my resource and energy has been spent, and in general give you an overall status. Whereas on the next level, where the folks are in the field or in the field operations, need to have a little bit more specific information on specific areas of focus, whether it's smart patrolling they are concerned about, or there are certain protected areas have their own little biodiversity initiatives or some green initiatives, etc. So be able to track that information. So what I've done here is just to come up with some idea as to how some of this information can be effectively communicated to the global community, not just to the GTI executives, but also to the Tiger Range countries' government stakeholders, to give a much better visibility on how their efforts have been putting together.